we have to be able to make investing bite size so that they can test it, they can play with it, and they can build their portfolio, and then, educate them that, real estate is sound. You have a hard asset, it does pay income and all those benefits. And through volatility, I think they start to learn that and now have the ability to, decide how much they want to allocate to.
Excellent. So we're going to talk today about democratizing commercial real estate investing. And I was sitting thinking about this topic, and I was like, really, do you have to democratize, real estate investing? But the truth is that you kind of do. There's some pretty high barriers to entry to getting into real estate. Why don't you talk about those a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the first and foremost one is capital. So, REITs or crowdfunding structures that have been around for a long time, since the 60s, and they were created to be able to help people invest in assets, larger commercial real estate and real estate assets in general, without having to go out and buy an entire building or, entire property. So, that's been around. But what's happening now is that in this digital era, and with wealth getting spread, down generations to the millennials and Gen Xers, they're all digital natives, and they actually invest in even smaller increments and spread their investments, through a whole array of assets, not just stocks and bonds, like, we grew up thinking about. And so we have to be able to make investing bite size so that they can test it, they can play with it, and they can build their portfolio, and then, educate them that, real estate is sound. You have a hard asset, it does pay income and all those benefits. And through volatility, I think they start to learn that and now have the ability to, decide how much they want to allocate to it. But to meet them, you got to be where they're at, and they're in the bite-sized digital, platforms. And so that's why I think democratizing it further and doing what Elevate does is really important, not just for today, but also for the future and for this upcoming generation.
Yeah. And look, most millennials these days are not going to be accredited investors, right? They're not going to have access to things like limited partnerships and other investment opportunities because they're not going to meet those thresholds. Can you talk a little bit about that and how you're also trying to accommodate for that?
Yeah, absolutely. So, we file under Reg A, which is, a filing created through the Jobs Act that allows us to actually take on investment from non-accredited investors. So the minimum investment for our commercial real estate REIT is $100, which, that was not possible several years ago. You actually, at minimum was 10,000 or 20,000 just to get involved. And then you needed to know someone who could get you into limited partnership or have a wealth planner. And, there was layers of, hoops you had to get through and doors you had to open to even get access to just investing your money. That's not the case anymore. And so we really have leveled the playing field. It takes 4 minutes to become to invest in a portfolio of commercial real estate on Elevate Money.